Hello, I'm Danya Landis, one of the partners at Machina Kitchen and Art Bar here in downtown Keene.
I'm Karen Peterson, Development and Fundraising Coordinator at Monadnock Developmental Services.
And I'm Beth Wood, co-owner of 21 Bar and Grill in Keene.
And we are thrilled to serve as general campaign co-chairs this year.
We'd like to welcome you to the Monadnock United Way's campaign kickoff event.
Tonight we'll be sharing stories of impact, announcing award winners from last year's campaign, and asking for your support in the Stronger Together campaign. Our goal this year is to raise $1,462,000, and we've raised $450,000 so far. We are at 31% of our goal.
Thank you to all who have given so far. Tonight only, we have a $3,250 matching grant from the Monadnock United Way board, and we have raised $650 so far. Help us tonight to reach the matching goal of $3,250 by texting MUW to 41444 or go online to muw.org and make a donation. With your support, we can address today's problems and create a strong community for tomorrow.
Wow, that means every dollar raised tonight is doubled. Cool. Now it's my pleasure to introduce you to Roberta Royce, Executive Director of the Winchester Learning Center. In this segment, she shares her story of how COVID-19 turned the Learning Center's world upside down and how important MUW support was to her and the children. But first, let's thank our sponsors.
The United Way, prior to COVID, we were working with them with a grant to provide scholarship, tuition assistance to our families in need, working with Impact Monadnock on early childhood initiatives in the community and in statewide initiatives. So when COVID initially hit, we didn't know what the next day held, so we did have to shut down for 2 weeks to regroup, to find out what protocols would be. And we were fortunate enough to be able to open under an emergency license. And then from that point, we were just taking it one day at a time. The support we received from the United Way during the pandemic was just critical to our success. It was immediate. It was flexible. So as we were making decisions, we were able to use United Way funds to deal with whatever came up. We were very concerned about losing the sense of community. And when we first opened back up, we were only allowed to take children of essential workers. So that meant at least half of our children were home. So with United Way funds, we were able to make packets to send home weekly to the children. So every week, the teachers wrote a personal note in the packet, and it was a craft for the child to do or a coloring page. The infants, we sent home books for the infants. So using those funds, and again, having those funds immediately available, we were able to send those packets home for weeks, and families felt like it really made a big difference. Children that had to be out with COVID symptoms for 10 days, we were able to cover the cost of their slot with some United Way funds so they didn't lose their slots, and we were able to continue to do business. Without assistance from United Way, there would have been families that we might not have been able to keep in care because of the cost of the slot and losing that revenue. I believe without United Way assistance, there are needs we would not have been able to fill. I don't feel that most people understand the depth of support that United Way gives its agencies. I received a personal phone call from a board member of United Way that really felt like United Way was holding us And I felt very comfortable, like I could call United Way for any concern that we had. They were really instrumental in getting information to us as it came out. They were key in us receiving a grant through the Charitable Foundation that I didn't even know was available. The Learning Center is extremely grateful for the support of the United Way. I've been the executive director at the Learning Center for 14 years. I've been involved with the center for 20. So I've had the opportunity to watch United Way grow and change. And it's been exciting to see them not be a stagnant agency, but really change as the needs of the community changes. I feel confident that if I had a need for my nonprofit business in any way, I could reach out to United Way. Just knowing that they were there and really there was key.
What a difference MUW's COVID-19 funds made to Roberta and the Winchester Learning Center. Every dollar you give helps agencies like this and has a meaningful impact on the lives of all of the people they serve.
Each year, a select group of businesses take on the challenge to jumpstart our annual campaign by becoming pace setters. These organizations set the standard for leadership and community support by locking in their campaign donations during the months leading up to our September kickoff. The success and excitement generated by the activities of our pace setters help to inspire other organizations to follow their lead while running their own campaigns.
This year, we'd like to recognize our pace setter companies: C&S Wholesale Grocers, Corning, Hampshire Lumber, Monadnock Food Co-op, Southwestern Community Services, and Winchester Learning Center. As pace setters, they got us off to a great start by raising $176,628. Thank you to each and every one of them.
We'd also like to thank our corporate sponsors for their generous support. We have the Savings Bank of Walpole, Keene Sentinel, Douglas, Hamlet Electric, Moscoma Bank, TD Bank, and also our media sponsors, the Keene Sentinel, the Monadnock Ledger Transcript, Monadnock Radio Group, and the Peak 101.9. And now it is our pleasure to introduce Liz LaRose, the president of the Monadnock United Way.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Beth, Danya, and Karen. We are so fortunate to have you as our general campaign chairs. You bring such a commitment to our community and so much enthusiasm. We definitely could not do this without you, and we are honored to have you as our chairs. Our community, you changed the game last year. Because of your generosity, people received food and emergency shelter. As you heard from Roberta, child care centers were able to stay open for essential workers and now for everyone who needs child care. Our partners and individuals in the community flexed time and again. For example, after school, before school, and summer programs, they weren't able to meet in person or have many children together. So immediately they flexed and got packages together so that every week families could work with children and have fun educational programs to do at home when they really couldn't, for almost a year, be present in those programs. We thank them for that and for that flexibility. Today, we begin to rebuild. But we do face some really hard realities. In this region, we have the third highest rate of child abuse and neglect in the state of New Hampshire. And I'll just let that sit for one moment. In addition, our children score lower than their peers in English and math at the 3rd grade and 11th grade standardized test levels. Finally, 1/4 of our neighbors are considered low income. Across the rest of the state of New Hampshire, it's 1 in 5. These things unfortunately cycle together in a negative way and in a downward spiral that can hurt communities and really hurt our vibrancy. This damage seeps in over time, and it often takes a generation for it to become obvious. And we just cannot wait that long. But united, together, we can face hunger, poverty, child abuse and neglect, and homelessness with open eyes. We can prepare our neighbors for success in school, work, and life, and we can step up to strengthen our community every single day. Our campaign this year is $1,462,000, and with your support, we can address today's problems and build a strong community for tomorrow. So please, give whatever you can during this year's campaign. And I should remind you, as the GCCs, our general campaign chairs, mentioned, we have a challenge match happening right now for today only. Our board of directors will match your gift dollar for dollar up to $3,250. You can give today at muw.org or by texting MUW to 41444. And do we have a number to announce? Oh, here it is. $1,225. Well, thank you so much to those who have given just in the past, I think, 10 minutes since we have been on. We so much appreciate that. Thank you. And now it's time for our awards. Each year, Monadnock United Way recognizes area businesses, groups, and individuals who exemplify a distinct, deep commitment to our community. Their creativity and enthusiasm really has a continuous, long-term, all-year effect on our community. We are so proud and thankful to have them this year as our community partners. To help me present these awards is our very special MC, a friend, and one of last year's general campaign chairs, Ted McGreer of Ted's Shoe and Sport. Ted, I'm passing the ball to you.
The first award being presented is the Spirit of Monadnock Award. This award is reserved for the volunteer group who best displays sustained commitment to our community. This year's recipient went above and beyond, displaying continual commitment to the Monadnock region during the COVID-19 pandemic. Their efforts had a positive impact on our community and MUW partner agencies. Without further ado, Liz, please do the honors.
Thank you, Ted, and it is an honor. I am honored to say that the Spirit of Monadnock Award for the 2020 Better Together campaign goes to the 100+ Women Who Care, Cheshire County, and accepting on their behalf is Judith Putzel. Thank you so much, Judith. Thank you to you and all of the 100+ women who care. We appreciate your help last year. Well deserved. Take care. Thank you so much, Judy, and everyone at 100 Women Who Care, Cheshire County. Your gifts have made a difference. Now we'll send this back to Ted for our next award.
Next is the Trailblazer Award. This is presented to a local group in a new partnership with MUW and demonstrates their community support by their year-round commitment. This year's Trailblazer went the extra mile with fundraising and volunteer efforts, continuously engaging their members. Liz, take it away.
Thanks again, Ted. This is very fun doing this with you virtually. The Trailblazer Award for the 2020 Better Together campaign goes to the Monadnock Rugby Football Club. And accepting the award is Brad Dufresne. Thank you very much, Brad, and thank you to the entire club. We really appreciate your support.
Thank you.
Take care. We have 2 more wonderful awards to give out. And so I will send this back to our good friend, Ted McGreer, to announce the 3rd award.
The Summit Award is given to the local company that best exemplifies community commitment through a culture of strong engagement, positive attitude, and continuous broad-based support for the community and MUW. This year's recipient continually educates their employees about MUW and our partners, encourages staff involvement, and shows strong year-round engagement within our community. Liz, let's find out who the winner is.
Thank you so much, Ted. I want to find out who the winner is as well. The winner for this year's Summit Award for the 2020 Better Together campaign is the Monadnock Food Co-op. And accepting the award is Michael Faber. Thank you so much, Michael. We very much appreciate what you and all the associates at the co-op do for this community, for us, and for so many others.
Thank you. We really appreciate all the work you do.
Thank you. Our next award is our last one, and I'm going to pass this baton virtually back to our friend, Ted McGreer.
The Enterprise Award is bestowed upon a company conducting community engagement efforts with an exceptional level of enthusiasm. This year's recipient is a strong supporter of MUW and Impact Monadnock. They continually partner with MUW in community engagement, participating year-round, introducing staff to engagement opportunities. Liz, who is our Enterprise awardee?
Well, Ted, let me tell you who our Enterprise awardee is. The 2020 Better Together campaign Enterprise Award goes to W.S. Badger, and accepting the award is Katie Schwerin. Thank you, Katie, so much. We so appreciate what you have done for Impact. Thank you. This is the best part of my job. I so love giving out awards. I wish we had a few more, but I want to thank our awardees today. You are joined by many years of wonderful awardees and community members across this region who exemplify the same characteristics that you have for our region. We appreciate you. Thank you. Our Stronger Together campaign goal of $1.462 million helps us to address today's issues while also solving the root causes of child abuse and neglect, poverty, and low educational attainment. And we do that through what is called collective impact. This community is known for its collaboration. It is what we do, it's in our DNA. Collective impact takes that to the next level, extremely deep collaboration to help our community be strong. And here are just a few examples. The Cheshire County Emergency Housing Collaborative consists of 3 agencies, Southwest Community Services, 100 Nights, and MCVP. Last year, 290 clients received emergency housing in a safe and clean environment, and they've set a goal to be able to provide those services for 370 or more families in the next year. We also support a Monadnock Food Pantries Collective. This consists of 7 food pantries, large and small, throughout our entire region. They try to bring fresh, healthy food to their families across the region. And last year alone, they served 2,710 families. And not only do they provide the food, fresh food, but they also provide recipes to promote use for all. Another example is our Monadnock Alliance for Families. Last year, 989 families received parenting education, home visiting, and enriched engagement. And this was through 5 different programs who are collaborating together. Monadnock Family Services, Home Healthcare Hospice and Community Services, Rise for Baby and Family, the River Center in Peterborough, and the Grapevine in Antrim. This is also an example of a group that was able to get together at the beginning of this campaign and use their alliance for the benefit of the community. Once COVID happened, they were able to speak and talk to each other and figure out how to help our community members most in need and not have families have to go to 5 different agencies to figure out where their services were coming from. They were able to proactively reach out and make it so much easier for families to be able to get what they need during a very scary time in everyone's lives. Our hats off to them for that. And finally, as you heard from Roberta, our child care centers receive tuition assistance, 329 combined. And this allows parents to be able to go to work and know that their children are in safe, healthy, quality environments where their children are getting excellent education. All of our partners have really flexed this past year, and we so appreciate all that you have done, and this is what collective impact brings. I'd like to share a story from a family that benefited from the support of the community kitchen. The story will start out with a thank you to our sponsors, and then when the story's done, our general campaign chairs will be back here to greet you. Thank you so much.
The community kitchen has helped my family in a lot of ways. The first is the nightly meals. When my family and I were homeless a few years back, we needed that the most. Everyone was so kind and welcoming. It made us feel they were there to help us with food and not feel ashamed to go ask for help. As time went on, myself and my family got a place of our own. We were so happy to have a kitchen again. Times were and are rough. During this pandemic, jobs aren't paying enough, so I'm thankful for the weekly food boxes. We always get the best fruit and veggies. We can make most of our food box last the full week. The kids love all the goodies they fill the box with. Everyone is so nice, and it makes my family feel it is okay to ask for help in times of need. The community kitchen has also helped my family with winter clothing. The holiday baskets helped my family to keep that holiday family meal alive. I can think of 1,000 more things to say how the kitchen has helped me. The community of Keene should be proud to say we have the best community kitchen out here. And I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for helping my family when we needed it the most.
are so lucky to have the community kitchen and all the other pantries from around the region to help people receive such fresh produce and nutritious food, and to welcome them with kindness and dignity.
So let's check in once again to see where we are with the matching grant. We have raised $1,575 for the challenge. We're getting there. Please text MUW to 41444 or go to MUW.org. You have until midnight for your gift to be counted toward the match, dollar for dollar.
On behalf of Karen, Danya, Liz, and myself, thank you for joining us tonight. We are stronger together and live better when we live united. Thank you for your support, and good night from all of us.